And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding me up. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drumming round in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak.
Hello, hello. Hopefully everyone's doing fantastic. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. Welcome to the Sunday stream. We ward off the Sunday scaries. Today's Sunday, right? I think so. I don't remember sometimes. Yeah, hopefully everyone's doing fantastic. Hopefully you've had a great week. I had a pretty good week. Hello? Okay. That was fun. Let's do that again sometime. Put those in there. It's empty, okay. Last weekend, let's turn my shaders on. Last weekend, oh, it's dark outside. We worked on a floating island. I have not done anything with the floating island. I spent a couple hours this week organizing shulker boxes because, yeah, it was pretty bad. This whole like middle floor down here was like, there were like 7 or 8 shulker boxes, and I had a bunch more that I brought over. So yeah, it was a whole thing. But yeah, there's our floating island from last time. I gotta shape it, obviously, but it's got the basic shape that I want, which is good. And we've got this area up here. We can put a castle or some kind of build on. So long. The weekend, you mean, or the week? Here in the middle ground. Turn this up a little bit. Love this song. The week fair. I'm sorry it was long. Usually long is bad. My weeks are very short. At least they feel very short. My days are typically very short though. I'll, start working at like 8 a.m. And 3 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, huh? What happened? What did I do today? So, it wasn't great, that's for sure. I'm sorry. No bueno. Not fun. Did I put any heads in here? Is there a... Just wonder if anybody... I mean, there are people who have gotten heads. Maybe the game's over. Is it the first to 3? I think he expanded the first to 5. 5, yes. I know Skunk has killed myself. Someone else on this list too. I don't know if those. It might have been Jay. I don't remember. Whoa! Wait a second. How does that work? He placed a sign in a sign? How do you get double-sided signs? Can you always? What if I change this? Yeah, it's two different signs. Wait, you can write on both sides? Wait. Huh? I don't feel like you can write on both sides of a sign. I gotta test this out now. Got any signs? Hello? Test. Test. 2. What? That's wild. Is that a 1.21 thing, or is that before then? Because maybe I just, missed it. I don't know. Magic, yeah. Something like that. Today, though, I started this a couple weekends ago. Nobody ever works on the Nether pathways. It's always just me. Interesting. Okay. But it's something I wanted to work on today. Skunk helped do some organization at one point. Got ice in there. Some of this may just include getting a whole bunch of shulkers of stuff. Right? We'll see. I don't know what actually needs to get done. You never knew that either, Kay? Magic. What happened here? Guys, what happened? Why is it yellow though? Dino, what's up? Welcome in. Came along with the hanging signs. Oh, yeah. I just missed the memo then. Just fair. My fault. My bad. Spontaneous combustion, maybe. Yeah. Someone tried to sleep there. Well, most likely that was probably gas. There's been gas that have spawned here recently-ish. Pillager outpost. What is this? Raid farm. So I want to probably expand out to these portals. We can do some of that. So I need some ice. I need some stairs for that. I don't know what this is. Kind of sus. We're not going to touch these. The reason for that is that these are old portals. And they're not really worth making paths to because they're not used anymore. You can leave the torches there, but I don't know why these torches are here. We don't need these anymore. We already have we have a path out here. We don't need these. These aren't part of the green pathway anyways. They're part of the red pathway. Oh, we had started on lighting last time too. I remember that. Do we do any down here? No. So that's the other thing that we'll want to do. Continue the border here. And there's usually hidden lighting underneath of the moss. So. You sent me something on Instagram? Yeah, I rarely check my Insta. I'm good though. How are you doing? Oh, I see it now. You were looking for Survival Heights Season 1 or Season 2 download? I don't know which season you found. If it's the current season, the latest download of that is is it 1.20? Is that 1.19 or 1.20? It would have been the 3,000 Days World Tour from last year. Would have been the last one to look at. Yeah, we need these stairs here. Who is this? And who are you? Cherry Grove question mark? Yeah, I don't know what that is. We're not gonna go out to that. Pip Valley. Yeah, I'll do some stuff with that. All right. So we need the andesite stairs and the packed ice. I'll bring some yellow and green glass panes with me. Do fine. Looking for season 2. Yeah. So that would be. Why doesn't the remember these places? Well, on the server here, I mean, most of this stuff isn't mine, and I don't pay attention. My website I don't think I've updated my website to have the 3,000 Days Tour download. Not the comments, man. I can't. It is 1.20.2. See if I can post a link. That's the most recent season 2 one. It's 1.20.2. I also haven't updated that world to 1.21 anyways. So that should be what you're looking for. If you want to take this with us. Yeah, no worries. No worries. The goal with that series is every 500 days I'll do another world download. And this year I haven't played much in that world, to be honest. I've had a couple episodes, but I haven't had much going on there. Most of my time has been spent here when I have been playing. This needs to be 3 wide is what this needs to be. Use this as the center. I really like the shulker box idea the skunk had though. He had a whole bunch of shulkers and materials together too the other day, or a couple weeks ago. Was it a couple weeks ago now? Yeah, last weekend Skunk and Jay were at my house, and they are busy this weekend. Or at least Jay is. I assume Skunk is there too. Since they live pretty close to each other, so they hang out quite a bit. It's always interesting being in the whenever they post stuff in the AfterLife Discord general chat. Cool stuff. I think that's done. I'll do that just for now. Not that Justin and Puff care, but might as well take a pathway out to here. I don't know why they did this. Guess to slow down the boats here, probably. What I'll do for this, just in case they want to continue this pattern, is I'll put that at the end. I want to still take a pathway to their portal. Let's see. I'll have like an end out here somewhere where it has like the thing that they had with the lime glass that stops the boats. I assume they have it because it stops the boats quicker. I need you. I need you. There we go. Let's do that maybe? Yeah, let's do that. That works. Do that and that, I think. It's fine. This is gonna be here. Let's do that. There's the whole point of this Nether pathway system is essentially a boat road. We have different colors coordinated for different parts of call it. Is that right? I think so. Different parts of the AfterLife server. Red, blue, green, and yellow, I think. Or is that it? Okay, did this. Yeah, it looks right. I remember. I have a decent memory sometimes. Occasionally. I want to do this just to cap it off here. I think that looks cool. Or at least makes me feel better. And I'm the only one who really cares about these pathways, so if it makes me feel better, then, it's worth it.
You can love something and let it go. It's hard to see it in the moment, but the best things always hurt the most. Yeah. If I could, I'd never let you go.
But yeah, I've had a pretty okay week. I'm here. I'm alive. That's what counts, right? Another day, another opportunity. Let's see. It's probably good. That's how it was before. If they want to go straight to the portal, they can go straight to the portal. Otherwise, they can just go straight here and then walk over to it. I mean, it's not that hard to just go like this. So, very much up to whatever they want to do. So that's done. Obviously, it's not done. Like, we have what's supposed to go underneath of here are slabs, essentially, underneath of here that are cobblestone, stone, or stone brick. It's a bunny here, apparently. And then there's moss. Skunk's moss farm supplies all the moss for around the pathways. I'm gonna go yellow next, though, which is this side. Here we go. Oh, and that's the other thing too, Skunk and I noticed. This whole pathway down here is white. It's white glass. All the way through here. I don't know who did that. I don't know why they did it. But that's not what it's supposed to be. This is bad. It's color coordinated for a reason. So that's something that we might change out today. Do a little bit of that. This is the end. But yep. I quite enjoy doing this. The key is to do it in spurts, though. If you're doing a big project like this, and this goes for any big project, you're never gonna get the entire project done at once. Otherwise, you're gonna really burn out. I can't necessarily speak for the minds of certain people, but when I see someone like Etho and why he divides his time between a bunch of different projects, you know, so he always is working on what he has inspiration for. You can't get burnt out if you're working on something that you want to do, you know? Burnout becomes when you force yourself to work on something that you have no passion for anymore. Or, you know, you're just tired of working on it. So that's why, I mean, here, my single player world, all of the above, you know, I usually have multiple projects going on that I'll balance between. Because I would also say as humans, we're not built to focus on one task forever. Eventually, you lose a spark, you lose a passion for it. So it's, you know, it's far better if you're able to kind of juggle a bunch of different things. I even think about like things I do at work. Like I never like working on the same thing. I've been working on the same thing for like 6 months, 5 months, whatever it is now, and I'm already bored of it. Thankfully, our a lot of you guys in the software field don't know what a PI is, probably. The program increment is essentially a 3-month span of like you have goals for, I'm gonna get X things done in these 3 months. Our PI is ending in like a month. And at that point I should be done with all this stuff that I'm working on right now, so I can kind of move on to other things that are more interesting. Like I said, you can only spend so much time working on one thing, so it is nice having, and we have this on the server, you know, a bunch of people, a bunch of different projects people have started that you can always add stuff to. I could add stuff to our tower project if I really wanted to. There's an endless supply of things that I could do. Which is awesome. Probably not the best place for this, but whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. It's fine. So yeah, just a pro tip for you guys. Have multiple things going on. If you're ever thinking that you'll get bored of your world or of your server or whatever, start a new project. Now the key is if you start too many new projects, you know, you're not gonna get projects done, and that's bad. Not inherently bad, but it's probably not what you want to be doing, right? So, I mean, if it is what you want to be doing, then go for it. But I would say most people don't want to start a project and not finish it. So the key is to go where your inspiration wants you to go, and then when that inspiration runs out, come back to the original thing. Important thing is that when at work we do the same thing for a long time, which I think of a way to do it differently so it's not a repeat action, but sometimes it is impossible. That is true. If you do the same thing over and over and over again, you know, that's where people in my field, the software field, end up, you know, writing a script or doing some kind of automation to reduce the load of that task. If you're repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over again, you can, and if it's in my world, like I said, you can probably script it in some way. The more automated, the better. What's up, Night Fox? How's it going, man? I love this portal, though. It's 3 wide. Good to hear, good to hear. Poggers. All the yellow. I very badly want to go back through and replace all that white stained glass, but I think it means we're gonna need to get more white glass. Make a bunch of shulkers of that. So, or sorry, yellow glass. Need to get yellow. I think I said white glass. Need yellow glass, which I don't have a ton of yellow glass right now. Like literally, these glass panes are all that is, all that I have, and all that is dedicated for this project right now. So we need to spend some time today gathering some materials. Ooh, going for an in-person interview. Good luck. I feel like you mentioned this. It's in the same field that. Well, I don't know if you said that, but is it a full-time position in the same field you currently work in, or is it something completely different, or a part-time position or something? Come on. I feel like you've mentioned this before, so sorry if you have full-time position. Nice. Oh, salaried. The good kind of full-time position. Well, depending upon how many hours you actually work. If it's salaried, but you're working like 80 hours a week, then maybe not. But be moving again. Wow. I don't think I know where you'll be moving. You don't have to say it on stream, obviously, but if you do want to let me know, feel free to DM me. I think I remember you saying you were moving. I just didn't remember if you said where. I wonder if I can re-dye these panes. I feel like I can. I feel like we have a data pack on the server where I can re-dye these panes. Which probably should just be in vanilla Minecraft, but you know. It's fine. Man. Goes all the way down here. Like I said, we'll do as much as we can of this right now. And then I will go get more materials. I have a ton of glass already smelted because I'd started smelting glass 2 weekends ago. And so it's sitting in my semi-auto smelter at my base. I just go get it and dye it. Man, there's gotta be a fast way of removing glass panes, right? Right, Mojang? I would hope so. Oh my goodness. All the glass panes. Does a hoe work on this? I feel like it doesn't. If there's not a fast way to break glass panes, I'm gonna be very sad. All the innovations in this game over the last few years. You'd think I'd be able to get rid of glass panes a lot quicker. And maybe it doesn't make sense for them to be insta-mineable, but it'd be nice. There's a glass pane right there. I think I can't walk backwards in a straight line. There we go. Kind of. I'm moving a little to the right, but that was better. Hmm. 61 panes. Yeah, so the plan after this, we'll finish up with these 61 yellow glass panes. I'll go get my glass. I might need to get a bunch more yellow dye. I don't know if anybody sells sunflowers, but that would make it easier. I think it's sunflowers. They're the two tolls that we can bone meal and get yellow dye. Make life a lot easier. Because we have some yellow dye here. $20 left, okay. Is that all? Is that good? 14. Okay, 2 more. There we go. Okay. Apparently there's a stone slab here. Maybe I put it there, I don't remember. Okay. Let's pick these up. Go put some of these away. A lot more yellow paints over here that are needed, but I'll head back to the storage. What is in here? A bunch of random stuff. Okay, don't want those on me. Random stuff that we need to put away at some point, but it's fine. Down in here. Glass panes, glass panes. Put the white ones here, I think. The green can stay here. We need more yellow. And you can go up here. You can go here. You can go in there. Okay. Back to my base. Which is over here. Underneath the giant gold farm. Which looks really cool. It is a very cool looking gold farm. Or, yeah. I was just double checking myself to make sure it actually is a gold farm. Before I kept talking. Ooh. I saw that lightning game. I saw that. Thunderstorm, no good. Very bad. 0 out of 0. Or I guess it should be 0 out of 10, but whatever. Okay, Okay. Flowers. Yes, yellow dye. We need that. That is a thing. That is a thing that we need. Are any flower shops around here? Where are my plants? I know this is a shop that I don't think anyone's ever advertised. Bee nests, flowers. One diamond for 32. Yeah, out of like everything. I don't even remember whose shop this is. Yeah, there's no sunflowers here. Okay. How do they not have sunflowers? It's a flower shop. What are we doing? Payment for something. Get out of here. There we go. A little something for somebody to find. Flowers in here. Alright, and these chests need consolidated because this is kind of a wreck. I'm going to consolidate this for them. You know what I should do? I should make these shulker boxes. They're not gonna care. I'll just organize it for them. Civic duty. I won't take any of it. It's not my stuff. I'll organize it for them. Since it's in the middle of this path. Shulker box? Dirt? Is this mine? I wonder if this is mine. Cause I did come through here and do this pathway at one point. And then this, I don't remember what this path was for here. I forget if I put that there though, or if Skunk did. All right, let me grab. I got plenty of shulker box, not a big deal. That works. Somebody's bed. The end of you and me. Double check. Yeah. Double check on this goes in here. That's right, that doesn't go in there. Okay. That way it's more organized. Pretty easy to move around. Back, leave stream running while I pack my luggage. Alright, sounds good. See you when you get back. That works. See how much of this goes in here. Any of this goes in here. goes in here. A lot of space, apparently. Well, I guess I can put a fourth shulker box here. I'll move this over here too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put these over here. Like that. I'm gonna grab one more from here. We have so many, I mean, we have endless shulker boxes on this server, basically, so. You know what? I don't even need that extra one. Just put these in here. Just do that. There you go. Now this pathway is cleared up. People can see this. You can't even see the shulker boxes over here unless you like go over here. That's nice. Here we go. All right, more flowers. All I need are some sunflowers. That's literally all I need. I need one sunflower. Does anybody have one sunflower? I can probably go pillage Skunk's skunk stuff to see if he has one sunflower that I can use. Very pretty mountain here, though. What is this? Excuse me. Oh, the arena. We knew it's gonna be up here. This is Puff's pyramid back here. Looks very nice. Beautiful. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that a tree farm? Might be a tree farm. Yeah, looks like it. Puff's old base is somewhere over here. Unless he got rid of it. Tree farm. He may have gotten rid of it, actually. I think he did. Good on him. I don't know what's down there, but fine. Fly around real quick. We'll see if we find any sunflowers. Sunflower plains, whatever they're called. Build a days to our left here. Somebody built the maze? What is this? Oh, this is a game of some kind. Drip leaf game. I guess I could just like walk across it. They eventually pop back up. That's funny. Nothing this way? Nope. What's that? Room. This is where GP was starting some terraforming at one point, which started to look very good. I'll go to sleep and then we'll go. There's gotta be something around here, right? Wait, nobody has any sunflowers that I can bum me able to get yellow dye? Nobody? Bit sad. Sleep time. We'll go check my my barrel, and then we'll go check Skunk's base. We can check Puff's old base as well. Yeah, all I have are these dandelions. We can check Puff's old base. See if he has anything in here. A lot of potions. There we go. It's a pretty little base here. It's got these brewing stands. Very much man cave vibes here. And this goes to something. Oh, this goes down the frog thing. Okay. Check Skunk's base. It looks pretty majestic from up here. There's a lot more trees now. I like to make fun of Skunk in the fact that, you know, he calls this a forest, but you can kind of see through it. But it looks the more trees you add, the better it looks. I think he needs a tree here. Probably a tree here, unless he has buildings here. Like that building adds a lot right here. This adds a lot to the area. The watchtower. So if he keeps doing that kind of stuff, yeah, this place is gonna look beautiful. Dyes, glowing. I am looking for oak logs. I need flowers. I don't need bone meal, I need flowers. Saplings, there's seeds, there's whatever that is. Flowers. He doesn't have any either? Has nobody found any sunflowers on this whole map? Like, what is happening here? You can't tell me that no one's found any sunflowers. That's wild. All right. Well, what I'll do, I will go buy out what is in the flower shop. There's Jag's base here, by the way. Just built last year. I think his mine is here. I'm gonna guess. Oh, that's way down there. This is a beautiful shot though, right here. Coming out of this mine. That is a beautiful shot. That is beautiful. But we will take these dandelions. Nobody's using these. I'll go buy some, whatever we have, and probably enough glass paint just out of whatever we get out of that. Wait, are there? Diagonal, you're a lifesaver. Thank you. I want to take like 3. 4. No one will ever notice. Absolute lifesaver. Alright. So now that we have these, I can take these and do do that anyways. But now bone meal here? Wait, no. My bone meal is at my is over here. Spawn. Ow. Ow. Beautiful flight skills. I think I just need to go to flight school. That's probably enough. You know, that's a good point, Diagonal. I should do that. I will give one to Skunk. I bet he has one somewhere. Or he doesn't because he's never needed yellow dye. Or there's something I'm missing where there's already like a stockpile of this stuff somewhere, which is very possible. All right, well, I'm gonna keep 2 here. And I'm gonna go, so you. I'm gonna go put 2 at Skunk's base. Bet you I missed some around here as well. There we go. He'll never know. Nobody tell him. You'll have no idea. Like, what, huh, who? Where'd all of this come from? Yeah, this does look kind of small, this floating island, compared to the rest of the mountain, but it's fine. It'll be beautiful no matter what. That. Both these are gonna be yellow glass panes. Should bring this closer, huh? Let's do that, I think. Pretty close. How much glass we have? It's fine, we'll get some more yellow. We'll finish out this yellow dye so we never have to worry about it again. Maybe we won't finish out the, well, maybe we will. We will finish out the yellow dye. What I should go do is go get some more sand, make some more glass. Be a good idea. Let's do that. We need another one? Let's go. Welcome back, Danu. Welcome back. We 100% need more glass. We need more? Should just be 8, I think. There we go. Updates? We have... Let's see. Let's see. We've done some work in the Nether. We finished off the yellow glass panes that we had. Yellow glass panes that we had. We found sunflowers. Diagonal pointed it out, thank you. But we made a bunch of those. Got a bunch of yellow dye, got like 6 stacks of it. Made a bunch of glass that I already had smelted. And we should go mine some more sand soon. But I'm gonna go put these in the Nether in our storage. And we've got these. We can get about 3 shulker boxes full of sand. That'll work. Before I do that. Things very jittery today. What made you stay with the AfterLife SMP for so long? So I've been with AfterLife for 5 years, just over 5 years now. Just for some context, and before that, I did leave for a bit. The easy part about staying with AfterLife is that I mean, most of my friends are here, and it's both, you know, friends. It's people that I've known, you know, for a few years, and it's people I've known for almost 10 years. That's the easy part about it, right? Why would I leave? It's like playing with your friends. So, I'd say that's probably the number one reason why why I'm still a part of AfterLife, and why I don't plan on leaving. Now I did leave for a bit. I guess we're going. I probably should have gone through the portal over here. We're at my base. When it comes to the time period where I did leave, so I joined AfterLife October 2015. I left in like July of 2017, and then I came back May, June timeframe of 2019. In that 2-year gap, the reason I left was, in that first 2 years when I was a part of AfterLife, it was very much like I had a content first mindset instead of what I have now, which is more of a personality or a people first mindset. And I knew that I'd already decided that I wasn't going to be making content to start off, at least to start off college. It turned out that I ended up coming back to content pretty quickly. It was around that time that I went to college, and I did not foresee myself at that point doing much content, and that's why I left. Not too long after I left, AfterLife Season 2 basically folded, and I mean, the group was still around, but the server was dead. They transitioned to like a gamer group for a year and some change or whatever. They created a different group for a little bit. There's a whole history there. Let's do that. And then in that 2-year time period, I was a part of a number of different servers. A lot of people here on Twitch from back in those days remember me from the 240p server, which was a streamer server. I played on Waystone SMP for like 2 weeks. It's a good group. It just wasn't. I ended up being a part of a server, 2 servers at the same time, and it just, in my experience, being a part of a server, 2 servers at the same time that are both content creator servers does not work out. I was on a public server that I streamed on for a while. I did a bunch of different things, met a bunch of different people. And then 2019 rolled around. I was already starting to get back into the YouTube game more. I'd left 240p at that point. It's been like March or April 2019. I was having a hard time balancing streaming and college. And I decided to leave, so I left. Which way do I go for the sand? I forget if it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. And then I came back to AfterLife because, you know, Blonde Skunk, All Out J, those are the 2 people I've known the longest, probably, out of anybody on the server. Jay, for sure, the longest. And they had gone to Fortnite for a bit. Skunk was doing a lot of Fortnite streaming. Jay was doing a lot of Fortnite content, just in general. And they got bored of Fortnite. They were done with it. And they were coming back to Minecraft. And so we all had still talked to that point. Like, I played Fortnite with them every now and again, and we hung out, whatever, online, Discord. And they joked about having an AfterLife Season 3. And the joke turned into a, well, why, let's do it. And I was totally on board. AfterLife was, from day one of when I found AfterLife, like, I don't know, a couple months after Season 1 started, you know, it was always my home. It was always my server. I was always a big fan of it. And I got to know a lot of the people on AfterLife pretty well. So when the idea of Season 3 came up, I'm like, let's do it. You know, these are a lot of my really good friends. You know, these are people that I would love to play with Minecraft again. And so that's why I ended up rejoining. All of that going back to the idea of, these are all really good friends of mine. Obviously, some of the newer members on the server, not as much as some of the older members, but AfterLife has become, over the many years, over the almost, you know, AfterLife was started almost 10 years ago, or 9 months, 9 years, 8 months ago? December 21st, 2014. And in that time, it's become a lot more than just a server. If it was just a server, the group would be done. The group would have been done in Season 4. Because people would not have stuck around. But it became a lot more than just a server to a lot of people. And that's why you see the people who stay in AfterLife stay in AfterLife. Because it's a lot more to them than just a server that they make content on. So, very long-winded answer, but I think my answer can also apply to not just me, but everybody in the group. Who has, you know, stuck around, and especially a lot of the people who are still active now. And I mean, there are people who aren't active on the server who are active in the group. They're still around. You'll see them now and again, maybe on the server, but we've become, in a lot of ways, a family. Which is I feel like it's a weird term to talk about a server or a group of people, especially people across continents, across time zones to say that, you know, there's a family of people, but I mean, that's how it feels, and you know, I definitely wouldn't say it's just me who would say that. So yeah, no worries. Afterlife is something, I mean, the history of Afterlife, my history with Afterlife, it's something I could talk about all day, so no worries. So pretty crazy that that's what this has become, but it's hard for most servers to, I think, reach that point. You have to really stay committed, and I would argue that most people who are on a content creator server like what we have are there for the content and not necessarily for the people aspect of it. You know, the people aspect's nice and whatever, but most servers fold because people are there to make their content. They're not there to build a group. I think back to a lot of the servers that I've seen come and go. The number one that comes to mind for me is if anyone out there has heard of Legacy SMP. Legacy is one of those SMPs that comes to mind for me, because it could have been great. Like, it could have been one of these servers like a Hermitcraft that you see, and I would even argue like Hermitcraft has some level of this. I mean, there's content, but they are a group of people, and they are I would say the Hermitcrafts are a group of people first and a server second, which helps. Exactly, you just said it. Your Legacy was a little disappointing. Especially seeing some of the like reactions afterwards about like why people left or whatever. I think you had some people make some decisions, and you know, you can see it. You can see it in their content as well. They're making decisions from a business lens, because you know, they're full-time content creators, and I totally understand that aspect of it. They have to support their business, support their livelihood. I totally get it. But if you're going to be so focused on that, why start a long-term server like you did anyways? There's no point. That's why they ended it, or why certain people left. I'll say that's why they ended it. They ended it just because it, you know, it fizzled out. People moved on to other things. But when you're trying to create a long-term server, like a traditional Minecraft multiplayer server, you can't look at it through the lens of, well, my channel's gonna grow off of this, because that's not gonna happen. Historically, you know, people don't grow channels off of SMP servers. They grow channels off of standalone content. They grow channels off of short form content. They grow channels off of, you know, shorter series, playing the algorithm. Much harder to do when you're on a multi-year SMP server than it is if you're the craze as of the last few years has been short-term servers. It's been things that have a predetermined ending. Because even Hermitcraft doesn't do particularly well compared to a lot of other servers. if you look at the those creators and their channels, there are a lot of other channels doing Minecraft that do a lot better. And they're generally the people who are not on Hermitcraft. I mean, there's some people on Hermitcraft now, like the Gemini Tays and whoever else who do well, and you know, there's certain creators who do well just because they make fantastic content, right? You think of B-dubs, you think of Etho, staples of the Minecraft community, and they'll always do well regardless of what they do. But some of the other hermits you look at, you know, their views per video, you look at the analytics of it, and you're like, wow, yeah. There are other creators who are doing a lot better, you know? Hardcore is a big one, yeah, 100 days. That's how you get a lot of views. And the creators, the newer creators out of that group who have done those kinds of things, not newer creators, I guess. I'm thinking like the Gemini Tays, the Smallish Beans, the people who are doing extremely well, have done those kinds of things. And they're not necessarily growing because of Hermitcraft. They're growing because of all the other things they did. And then Hermitcraft just becomes the thing that they get to play with their friends, right? They're not necessarily doing it because it's going to make them, it's going to grow their channel. They're doing it because they just want to do it. And I don't know if that was the mindset going into Legacy or not, but that could very well be the downfall of what was the downfall of Legacy, which was, you know, you have to, when you are a part of a server, yes, you want to do what you can, and you see some AfterLife members doing it right now. You want to do what you can to create content that people want to see. But that's really hard to do with SMP content. And so a lot of people will get discouraged and say, well, I can go do this other thing and do a lot better. And then it's just a matter of, you know, what do you prioritize? What is your goal? So. Long rant, but we've had, by we, I haven't really participated, but I've seen discussions within AfterLife that have talked, like, internally to us, have talked about some similar things. How do you make SMP content that people want to watch? How do you grow a channel off of SMP content? And there's some good case studies out there more recently of how to do that. With a long-term server, it becomes a much harder thing just because we don't have any predetermined goal. Like, when we start a season, there's no, like, I think in my mind, the SOS server, right? A hardcore server. There's a predefined goal to that. I think about the other AfterLife. You guys remember from 2 or 3 years ago, there was an AfterLife server started by a bunch of the people I've talked about, the Gemini Tays, the Flips, the people who were part of Legacy at one point, plus some of the older creators, people doing One Life and whatever those older series were. That server had kind of a predetermined, not predetermined ending in terms of like they planned it, but it had, like, it was gonna end. It had a goal to it, you know. So those series do very well because people can go back and it's like watching seasons of a TV show. But when you have a server like AfterLife, where it's an old school server, we don't have a particular ending point to this. It's whenever we feel like we want to end. And a lot of times it ends on updates because that's an easy way to do it. But it doesn't have to. It can go as it can be as long or as short of a season as we want it to be. It's entirely up to us and what the group wants to do. You have to kind of curate your own story around that. So, which I think is something that, you know, if you guys have seen Puffing Fish, if you've seen Ash's Den, if you've seen their more recent videos, I think they've done a good job. The gist of the video is that they have like an escape room that they put people through on the server. They created a storyline where they created a fun thing to do within the server rather than just playing survival Minecraft. So, which was really fun to watch, at least for me. Like I really enjoyed watching those videos, and of course people like Ash and Puff, they're really good at creating well-edited content, so it plays pretty well into their styles. So I am not that kind of creator. I've never been that kind of creator. I doubt I ever will be. You never know, but being good at creating well-edited content has never been my goal. My goal is to play the game and share that experience. And if it means that I can, you know, use replay mod or something else to create well-edited content, and that's a part of the journey, awesome. But it's certainly not something I would ever say that I'm good at. So, there's not a whole lot in this game I am good at. Compared to like the best of the best, right? Like I'm fine at building. I can build some redstone stuff. I love the survival aspect. I can't say I'm great at it, but I do very much enjoy it. So sometimes small creators expect to grow fast. These big creators able to do so. It's coming from something else that made them grow. People stick with them because they're already there. They are already there from before, and because they like SMP. I mean, who doesn't? For the small ones, it's really hard to push a channel up with this type of content. And all this influences the server, yeah. I will say it's a lot easier now. You know, of the last year or two, it's so much easier to grow as a smaller creator now than it ever was. And that's thanks to YouTube. YouTube has done a good job in more recent years of creating more situations for small creators to grow. What I mean by that is when you go to your YouTube homepage, I don't know if it's true now, but at least at one point, their goal was to, you know, I don't know if it was 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4, whatever videos you saw on your homepage were supposed to be a smaller creator. So it's still, you know, it's supposed to still be influenced off of what you've watched previously. That's not always the case. But it's supposed to be influence of the type of content that you watch, but you get more smaller creators. So it has made it a little bit easier for smaller creators to, even if they're not, you know, explicitly trying to make clickable content, to get more impressions. Like most of my videos now get a fair number of impressions. My click-through rates used to be like, and a click-through rate is essentially the percentage of the time when someone sees a thumbnail on YouTube if they actually click on the video. My click-through rates used to be probably 4%. On the really good videos, it was like 10%. Like a lot of the world tours that I do have like a 10% click-through rate. That's why they end up doing really well over the long term, is because a lot more people click on them. Nowadays, most of my videos are probably anywhere from 0.5 to 2% click-through rate, but they do a lot better than my older videos did in the algorithm, and that's in part because of the whole smaller creator thing. My videos are much more likely to get a lot of impressions, get a lot of people seeing them on their homepage, which leads to more viewership. I don't have a great click-through rate, like I said, on that, because before it was higher largely because it was mostly my subscriber base, people who've actually subscribed to the YouTube channel, who are clicking on the videos. Now the vast majority of the people who click on my videos, regardless of if it's a searchable video or not, are people who are not subscribed. I mean, I probably have maybe 5%, if that, of the people who watch every single one of my videos are people who are subscribed. Versus, you know, 4 years ago, it would have been, on most of my videos, probably 50%. Which has helped more YouTube channels grow. You're no longer in your own little echo chamber all the time. You don't have to explicitly necessarily have super clickable content. That's going to bring more people in, and you know, the higher your click-through rate is, still means that the higher, the more views you're going to get, the more people who are going to see the video. But I don't think it's as big of a deal now to have, like I said, that clickable thumbnail stuff as it was 5 years ago. If you want to get a new channel off the ground, I've seen a lot of people in my recommended who are new channels. I started a few months ago, and you know, they already have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people subscribed to the channel because they did an episode 1 of something that was promoted a lot because of the new way that the YouTube does. The YouTube promotes content. When, I mean, certainly when I started, but I would definitely say even 2019, it would have been much, much harder to do that. When I started, I mean, I thought it was great that, you know, I was averaging probably, I don't know, 50 views a video. I had 500 subs in 6 months, which for me was really good back then. No, it wasn't 506 months. It was 106 months. Which meant I was actually probably getting about like 10 or 20 views a video. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I was ecstatic, I remember. I did a 6 months into starting content. So it would have been like when school got out, June or whatever of 2015. I remember doing like 100 sub celebration live stream because I was so excited about that sub milestone. It took another year. I think I hit 300 subs a year later. And then a year later is when the channel really took off. At least in my eyes, it really took off. Nowadays, it would probably be considered nothing, but for then, it felt like a lot for me. I want to say I hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year in 2016, which was really cool. So that's when my a lot of you guys won't remember this, but I had a series called White's World. It was my first amplified series on the channel. I will say I still don't feel like I've had my very first series on YouTube. I feel like has been my best series ever. I think about 116 episodes, and that's kind of the way I'm gauging it as well. White's World lasted like 20 something, but it did really well. I hit the top of a certain search term, and it just kind of took off, which was really cool. There are a number of people now who I still talk to, or who still pop up in the stream occasionally, who first found me from White's World back in 2016, which is really cool. So was a good one. And then that started, I mean, I wanted to do an amplified series well before then, but my computer couldn't handle it. What is this? Why is there endstone here? It was weird. Yep. White's World. So I had White's Wonders Minecraft World, then White's World, and Fire's Frontier. No. Survival Experience, Fire's Frontier. Fire's Frontier went to Survival Heights Season 1, and then I'm currently in Survival Heights Season 2. Guess you could call it a treasure. I mean, I don't know if I'd really call that a treasure. Endstone's kind of a weird thing to find. Guess it means I've been playing Amplified Hardcore for, well, I've at least, I say playing, I've had an Amplified Hardcore world for at least 4 years now. Because Season 2 of Survival Heights started in February 2021. And Season 1 only lasted like 7 months. So I died super quickly. Relatively. I think I died the first 800 days. On stream. That was funny. That clip ended up, I forget if Jen submitted it or someone else submitted it. It got shared a lot. The clip of me dying. Which was funny. But a creeper fell on my head. For anyone who hasn't seen it, a creeper fell on my head and blew me up. And I was wearing my elytra, so I had full netherite, but I was wearing my elytra. I didn't have enough blast protection on to save me from a creeper explosion. Which reminds me. Actually, I don't need to do this here because it's Afterlife. I don't care if I die here. It's not a big deal. If I die, oh well. I'm already in the Afterlife. Ba-dum. What are we doing? We're mining sand. Because sand is glorious. We're mining sand to make some glass. Getting glass for a community project. I guess if I had villagers, I could just trade for it, but I don't really care to have villagers on the server, so. I don't want to break this shovel, but I want to get it. Still want to get as much sand as I can. Oh, I did. What? Someone else can find it. Da, 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 da. Left a little present for other people. Oh, you know what? What's the key to? Not F3G, is it? It's chunk porters. F3 something. X? Z? How do I show the durability on this? F3H? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there we go. F3H, yes, thank you. I was doing it in the wrong screen. Yeah, we're at 67 durability. I should probably stop on this shovel. We should go repair it. We got enough sand here anyways. I can throw some of my super smelters. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? I need to go. It's not over here, though, is it? It's not. We'll go put this sand in the smelters, and then we'll go repair my... There's a skeleton here. What are you doing here? Then we'll go put my... We'll go put the sand in the smelters, then we'll go repair the shovel. Is this right, or did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. I think it was down the other path. It's so hard to tell. Do I still have that schematic loaded? Apparently. Yeah, it's this. I went right past it. Oh no, I completely disregarded what I said to myself. Beautiful. Okay, go to sleep first. And we'll refuel everything. That's good enough. Gonna run out of coal though. Let's do sand 1. 8 in each. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically 8. Alright, that's pretty good. Empty this. Why not? Sand 1, sand 3. Alright, let's go to the Enderman farm. Justify. Which way? This way. We're still on the green path. Right here. With the boats. Three, 2, 1. I should have flown there. Somebody's been here recently. Man, so many ender pearls. Oh man, it's gonna be a pain. There we go. That always makes people nervous. This needs to be netherite. This really needs to be netherite. I have a netherite smithing template somewhere. Beautiful. There are so many Enderman heads in here. So many. Missed your answer to why you've stayed with Afterlife for so long. Oh yeah, I mean, I could give a small paragraph answer. It's, I'd say the people. Most of my friends are here. I've got other friends too, but my closest friends, especially online, are in Afterlife, and so it's just like playing with your friends. I know it's a content creator server and all that stuff, and you know, the goal is to make content, whatever, but who better to make content with than with the people that you already hang out with the most, you know? And the two that obviously come to mind for me, because I've known them for so long, are Jay and Skunk. I mean, we've known each other for... I've known Skunk for over... we're almost 8.5 years now. I've known Jay for... well, I've known of Jay pretty much my entire time on the internet as a content creator, but I've known Jay for probably about 9 years. So... only if oh, excuse me, choked on some water. Wrong tube. I've known Jay because we started talking on Skype. That's how far back we're going. We started talking on Skype in summer of 2015. So, yeah, Skype, yeah. Afterlife Season 1, I think part of Season 2 was on Skype, though. We use Skype for text chat, and we use TeamSpeak for voice chat. We each had our own TeamSpeak rooms, and TeamSpeak went public at one point, but anyways, Skype was the thing then. Discord was like starting to be a thing, probably in like 2016, but it wasn't what it is today. I think we switched over for Afterlife in late 2016, early 2017 is when we switched over to Discord. And people were not happy about it. I remember that very distinctly. People didn't understand why we weren't just sticking with Skype. Why were we going over to this new thing called Discord, where the audio quality is worse and the text chat feels weird and whatever. And now Discord is the staple. Everybody uses Discord. But then it was this new thing that people didn't want to learn. So. All right, let's head to the Nether. Remember Discord being very confusing back then as well. I knew about Discord because there was this creator by the name of Rainman11. He owned World SMP back then. I believe Rain was the one who was big onto Discord early on. I want to say he was like an early Discord partner as well. And so I was aware of it. And then Jay eventually just said, hey, we're going to switch over to Discord because it's going to consolidate all of our text chats, our voice chats. We're going to have a public section, all that into one place, instead of having to go to Skype and then TeamSpeak and whatever else. So I remember how I still feel, thinking about it, how nervous I was the first time I talked to Jay. Because Jay was this like big YouTuber. In the small content creator world, like he was like the guy. For all of AfterLife. Like he was, this was all out Jay you were talking to, you know? Which is very weird to think back to that now, given that I've known him for so many years. It certainly doesn't feel like that. I don't necessarily get that same feeling now just because we're great friends. So what is happening here? Skunk, why don't you have... What are we doing here, buddy? What's happening? It's kind of weird. I don't know what this is either. So Jay was a big one. I watched a lot of that KS dude in season 1. Another big... I think by the time KS ended that channel, I think he had like 20,000 subs in like 2016 or 17 or whatever it was. KS was pretty big. So it was a big deal when those guys actually started talking to me. I think this side's good. I think we want to do on this side. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go do the yellow glass panes now. Continue those. But I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that we want to do. Even before joining AfterLife, like I started talking to Jay a couple months before he even brought up the idea of me joining AfterLife. So back in season 1. All that through Skype though. I don't think because at that time the AfterLife TeamSpeak was still private. So nobody except for the AfterLife members was allowed, or like really close friends was allowed on the AfterLife TeamSpeak. We went public with it late, like not too long after I joined. I think we went public with the TeamSpeak. I have a private video somewhere of doing a TeamSpeak announcement. Man, there's things. Pigmen spawning, that's not good. But yeah. A lot of these folks are good friends of mine now, so it's just easy to stay here. And since as a group we focus, content is still a thing. We focus a lot when we accept new members on who's going to be personality fit for the group. A lot more now than we used to. I mean, season 1, season 2, even season 3. Yes, personality was an aspect of it, but we were far more concerned about whether, like, how consistent somebody was, how much they were going to be on the server, how much content were they going to make. Which, you know, is still a factor, but is not, you know, as it's not the primary focus now. The primary focus now is who's someone who makes content. It's got to be good content, you know, it's got to be stuff I would watch. Not that I would watch all the time, but something that I look at, I'm like, yeah, that's good content. but more importantly is someone who's going to mesh well personality-wise with the group. Because when we look back at the people in the group who haven't lasted the longest, it's generally because, not because their consistency of content, not because of the quality of content. It's because there's a personality mismatch somewhere. So personality and how it meshes with the group, which is a lot harder to judge. It is so much harder to judge how well someone's personality is going to fit in with the group than it is to just look at, okay, they upload 2 times a week. You know, they create consistent survival content, or they have good creative content, or they're a great builder, or, you know, those things are easy. The hard part is how is someone going to mesh with the group. So. And we might even accept somebody into the group who isn't the most consistent, right? Who isn't someone who is going to make the most content, but we accept them into the group because from a personality fit, you know, we believe that they are going to, that, you know, that's something that they're going to fit well with us on. So. And we might take a chance on somebody who is a much smaller creator, or someone who doesn't have necessarily the content we necessarily want to see, because one, some of that stuff's teachable. Just by being in the group and just by making content, you're gonna get better. That's one. But two, if there's someone we look at and we're like, no, we think that we would want to play with them, and you know they're gonna be active on the server. That's, I mean, that is a big part as well. How active is someone gonna be in the group and on the server? 2 different things. Nice rest of the live streaming day, everyone. Gotta go now. Enjoy. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by for a bit. Glad you brought up your question as well, your Instagram DM, because I probably would not have seen it. I don't check those Instagram DMs that often. I typically not check, but I'm more likely to see stuff on X, or definitely Discord. I'm more likely to see something on Discord if it's asked them in my Discord or in a DM than I probably will anywhere else. So. So yeah, see ya. Thanks for hanging out. 100% agree. I think it's a good judge of character is necessary. That's part of the equation. When I talk about personality fit, I talk about a lot more than a good judge of character, though. Yeah, there are definitely people out there who are great people, who probably would not mesh well in the group. It's a fine balance. I can think of people in our past who I would look at and say, yeah, this is a great person, and it just didn't work out. For any number of reasons, and it's mostly just a mesh between the different personalities that we have in the group. So, can they play nice? If something goes wrong, can people play nice, or are they gonna get really annoyed with each other? Or are they, you know, how do they resolve conflict? Because for the most part, people in the group are, and we want to expand some out of this, but the people in the group are, you know, typically mid-20s, lower to mid-20s. So if someone's significantly older, significantly younger, it's also a matter of, are they on the same wavelength? You could be a lot older, but you mesh really well with people a lot, not a lot younger, but like people younger than you. That works. But if you're someone who's a lot older and personality-wise, you don't mesh with people who are a lot younger. If you're, you know, older millennial and you don't mesh well with Gen Z, you may be a great person, but you may not be a great fit for AfterLife, right? So that's kind of some of the stuff that when I talk about if someone meshes well with the group, that's some of the stuff that I talk about. Or I'm thinking about whenever I say that. And then conversely, you know, if you have people who are, you know, in their mid-20s, is someone who is really young Gen Z or older Gen Alpha. Older Gen Alpha now would be about, yeah, the oldest Gen Alpha is probably old enough to have a YouTube account. Is that someone who's going to mesh well within the group? Hard to tell. I mean, we took a chance on some folks who were a lot younger in season 3, and it's worked out. But we were also, that was 5 years ago. The average age of the group was also a lot younger 5 years ago. You know, so all part of the factors that go into is this relationship gonna work out. And there's gonna be some level of awkwardness anytime you meet somebody new. You know, there's some level of awkwardness to getting to know the person, and you want to be able to collaborate with someone. That's, you know, also when I talk about, you know, we're more than just a server. We are a group of people, and I use the term family. You know, we all get along pretty well. There are times where, you know, things are said or conflicts happen or whatever, and that's a part of any group. I certainly feel, especially in the last couple of years, especially this year, I feel like there's been a lot. If I were to look historically at that versus the history of AfterLife, I feel like there's been a lot less conflict. And maybe it's because I've been out of, like, I'm not on the in for a lot of the group anymore. I am more on the outskirts now. I'm not around as much. So maybe I don't see it, but I do also feel like over the last few years that things have become there's been a lot less conflict, I feel like, within the group. So but yeah, recruitment's always a fun thing. I actually quite enjoy it. I love talking about new members and invites and applications and things whenever we have meetings. That's some of the most fun conversations I feel like we have in meetings, because, you know, you're talking about the future. You're talking about people who could be, you know, part of the group, people who could become new friends, you know. So it's a lot of fun. That's some of the good stuff to talk about. For sure. It's very exciting for me. I'm also weird, so, you know. I probably like weird stuff. I mean, I do like weird stuff. I don't know if liking that is a weird thing or not, but Getting rid of white glass. Go. Hitting a rhythm right here. There we go. Nice. What do they do with the shulker box with all this? Oh, it's right here. Do, do, do. All right, chat. It's been 2 hours now. And I think it is time for me to wrap up. Doesn't necessarily feel like we got a lot done, but we did. There was a lot of resource gathering today. There was a lot of placing of glass panes, which takes a while. But I think it's coming along quite nicely. I think it's coming along quite nicely. So I really need to get to the whole moss thing, and maybe that's something I'll do next weekend. Is expand this moss over here, or I'll work on the base. We'll see. Again, it's a whole, like I was saying earlier in today's stream, it's about doing whatever you're really passionate about at that point. You know, something that you're really interested in. That one, makes your good content, obviously, but two, keeps you engaged. So I don't know if we'll do this. I don't know if we'll work on the base. It will entirely depend upon whatever I want to do at that time. So yeah, no, it's been a fantastic stream. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'll throw some social links down in chat. Social links, Discord link. Uh-oh. Is my stream bot not up? Let's see if it starts up. Let's boot up real quick. I realized my chat bot wasn't up. That's fine. But yeah, I'll be back actually next weekend. Oh, next weekend I might do a Monday stream. It is Labor Day in the US next weekend, so I have that Monday off. I will be gone most of the weekend, and I probably won't be back till Sunday afternoon or evening. So probably not a Sunday stream unless it's a later stream. But I'll see if I would probably then stream on Monday. But thanks for watching today, everyone. I really appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the conversations today, and it's always fun talking about AfterLife. Like I said earlier in the stream, I could talk about AfterLife all day. It's one of those things that is fun for me, as well as that, you know, I have a lot of history with, and so it's just very easy to talk about. But yeah, feel free to check out the other things I do: the YouTube, the Instagram, the Twitter, or the X. I don't do a lot on the tweets and the Instas. YouTube is a little more frequent. Twitter is basically just stream notifications these days. And then the Discord. The Discord is a good place if you have any questions or you want to interact with people. Feel free to join the Discord, say hi, chat with me, things like that. So, all right, folks, thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. I'll see y'all probably next Monday. So take care.